On December 17, 2020, the Presidential Task Force formally announced the second wave of COVID-19 in the country.
We have entered a second wave of infections, and we stand the risk of not just losing the gains from the hard work of the last 9 months, but also not losing the precious lives of our dear citizens.
So far, over 107,000 cases have been confirmed across the country, with 1,413 deaths recorded and 84,535 patients treated and discharged. The deadly virus is one that must not be taken for granted, according to the government, which is why states are now taking charge of the fight to curb its spread. In Anambra State, the need to adhere to the protocols appear now to resonate with traders who've shown some level of compliance in keeping safe.
We're taking every necessary measure to make sure that the market will take the guideline, the instruction the government are giving us.
The state has also put in place protective centers to contain the pandemic in the 3 senatorial zones. The Protective Center at the Immaculate Heart Multi-Specialty Aguilera is a 28-bed facility equipped to serve even emergency purposes.
For COVID-19, most patients, the saturation pressure of oxygen will go down. Low SpO2 for us is anything below 84 thereabout. But then as you can see, the Commissioner's own in situ now, 99% out of 100.
2 other protective centers, including one in Onitsha, serve similar purposes.
When you go in there, you realize that each of the rooms have a lot of gadgets, centrally piped oxygen, rooms built in suite, and then ventilators.
All health facilities.
Ahead of the arrival of the much-expected vaccine in Ekiti, the state has taken delivery of 187 solar direct drive cold chain equipment to help in the storage of vaccines, with 44 more units still being expected. 2 laboratories have also been set up, one located at the State Teaching Hospital and the other at the Afe Babalola University. And the state government says its sensitization efforts will be increased to convince the people about the reality of COVID-19.
This second wave, which is not only a wave, but it's infectious, highly infectious, in fact that's what it is, has gotten probably to Ekiti. So that's why we're taking these proactive steps.
Sensitization on safety is also a point of emphasis in Cross River State, as seen on the streets with residents wearing face masks. However, not much is in place for the care of COVID-19 patients, and the government is calling for help in this regard.
So we want to plead with the federal government to ensure that we have our laboratories running as soon as possible so that we can be able to test 450 samples from each local government every 2 weeks.
The safety awareness campaign may also have been stepped up in Borno State, where residents seem to be oblivious of the danger lurking around them as they are seen going about their normal activities without the use of face masks. A visit to the University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital in the capital shows an empty isolation center, but state officials say they are focusing on other ways of prevention to reduce fatalities during the second wave.
What we are doing now is to ensure that the molecular lab in Omorusho is fully activated and working, and we're also in the process of setting up another one in Biu to take care of cases and tests from the southern part of the state.
As the nation battles with the coronavirus pandemic, the clamor for safety and preventive measures continues as government at all levels look forward to the arrival of the approved vaccines.